Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, as built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here we go. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
They snap it to Newton. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Now it's Newton going to keep it himself. First down, here's the run with Cook. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Newton on first down. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton on the slant. He's got Sanders. They'll be brought down in the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a nice one slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Newton. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, he finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. Here's Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Newton. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Newton. He'll buy some time. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning. Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On second down, Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes to play in his first half, 7-3, our score.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, this had trouble ringing all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. An inside run with Lynch. Dances by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Newton now to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Newton. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And going deep for Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Man, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. Call it a gain of 6 down the play. And it's 34. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Off play action. Newton. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They'll go option to the short side. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When the defense wins and gets a little yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Cook now off the read option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Cam, option left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. On 4th down, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I'm guessing.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
23 yards on the tuck and run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Cook up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. About 4 on the play, but he's not short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Y'all niggas expect from me, it was destiny. I grinded excessively, put rocks on the neck of me. This coupe I got from DuPont Registry. The standard a hammer in all my rooms, I get a new Glock every week. My old bitch think I'm too rich to send a Uber. My new bitch wanna get pieces made from my jeweler. Drive-bys with Rugers, 20 racks for the shooter. The FBI heard I can make cocaine like I'm Scooter. The letter to my nigga in jail told him he blessed. He said you gotta hold us down, you the only one left. Yeah, responsibility come with that opportunity. Don't want no crooked preacher lying in my eulogy. Hoes think they using me. I got her out the country eating beautifully. Spent a couple hundred on a charcuterie. Raw endorsement, war with law enforcement. To my lawn full of Maybachs and small Porsches. Let's go. I should have signed the Coke Boys, but I was selling dope, boy. I should have signed the Coke Boys, but I was selling dope, boy. I should have signed the Coke Boy, but I was selling Coke, boy. I should have signed the Coke Boy, but I was selling Coke, boy. Coke Boys charged double in the drought. Pack busted in her stomach, started foaming out the mouth. All strays, broad day, think they like sweet. And my youngin' got the K like ski. Before you try and serve, let the wave break. Let the cake bake. Talking summers that I had a whole decade straight. Her eyes dilated, we gon' miss dinner. She don't eat like her man is doing Chris Jenner. Need a brick in the brown bag, sign to me. Never let nobody live in your mind for free. And when you get tested, you get your answers. Block bitchin', jumping like Miles Bridges. Could've signed the cash money, but I was getting cash money. Nick game floor seats next to Van Gundy. Coke boy, cold fine. Head cracked like I was nose diving. At the Met Gala with no styles. I should've signed the Coke Boys, but I was selling dope, boy. I should've signed the Coke Boys, but I was selling dope.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
I'm not really any good.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
First play, first throw coming for Vic. It's Hill, complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Reggie White. It's a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and long for Vic. Oh, Vic's throw intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
I get up in the basement.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Newton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here we go with McCaffrey. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit
that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Woo!
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Cheetah.
Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out.
Yo!
The Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Woo. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach driving? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Down, Newton, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Vick on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come back.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Play action now. Vick. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A partner, they'd already intercepted him. That time he was trying to extend the play, getting outside the pocket. A costly interception as it's returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, it felt to me.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Newton to throw. Rolling to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they could try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Vic's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And the Colts will have the football.
Whew. I'll let you score.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain as a matter of fact. And he moves it at third down. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Boy, give me that.
Across midfield and to the 46.
Quit playing.
And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've calmed it up, we got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
They'll start with the option. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. And this, I mean, is certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it here first, it's a whole different ball game. All that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The defensive coordinator.
These boys amped.
You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Newton now to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And you see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Young will set to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taysom Hill from 17 yards out. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Here's Steve Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
When a team's